Story time on when I flew to another state to meet this young lit nigga that's lit on the internet. And to me, I felt like he was cat.
I saw a story time of a lady saying that, oh, she saw a guy, started chatting with a guy online, and she saw him, the guy always show money, he's wearing designer from head to toe, it looks good, it's cute. She flew from where she was to go and meet a man. He did not give her money. He did not pay for the flight. In fact, they've not even settled on where she's going to sleep. She has not met him before. She left where she is and flew to go and meet him. I was shocked. I'm like, what are you saying? Let me show you all the story time. They'll come back and talk about it.
Story time on when I flew to another state to meet this young lit nigga that's lit on the internet. And to me, I felt like he was cat. So yeah, I met him on the internet. I was in Bahamas like the beginning of January for my son. I'm sorry, the beginning of February for my son's birthday or whatever. And he DM'd me on Instagram like, need you. So I'm like, oh, I've been trying to give you me or whatever like that. So he like, whatever. We gonna exchange numbers or what? So I'm like, yeah, because like, he's some fine shit. Like, I love dark skinned niggas. And when I say he's some fine shit, bitch, he's some fine shit or whatever like that. So on the internet, like, he got 2 watches, big Cardi, 6 cars, supposedly own his house, and he young as fuck or whatever like that. Dressed nice, always designer down, like always posting mad money, etc. So like that's my type. I love me a hood get money nigga. So he asked for my number or whatever like that. So I gave him my number, and like he texted me. And I'm not gonna lie, like it was little signs that I didn't like. Like if I'm on vacation with my kids, like I remember I posted my drink or whatever, and I didn't text him right back. And he's on my phone like, oh, you see me text you or whatever, but you posting. Like that right there was like you only have my number for like 20 minutes, like chill out. But I let him slide. So we planned to see each other or whatever like this, like whatever like that on this Saturday. That's it, this Saturday, right? And we planned for me to come Valentine's Day weekend or whatever. And he really was on some shit where like he was like, oh, come whatever, what day, what time, it don't even matter. Like whenever you could come, just come. So I chose that weekend because I'm free every other weekend for my kids. They go with their dad or whatever like that. So that was my free weekend. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I thought he was a fake page at first or whatever like that because it just was like too good to be true. So we would only text, and like he'll tell me to FaceTime him, but by the time I FaceTime him or whatever, he not answering. Now he got an excuse or he don't FaceTime back. So bitch, I started thinking like, bitch, I'm gonna get catfish if I go down here. So I told him, I'm like, look, this Wednesday, like the Wednesday before the Friday. So I'm like, FaceTime me before Friday or I'm not coming. So now he got all that energy. He FaceTime me, etc. I got him on the phone before you really couldn't. Like he'd just be texting and shit like that. So he FaceTime me. He was real, looked the same, looked good as fuck. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready, etc. So Friday come and we talk, and I'm like, like you ready? Like I'm at the nail salon. I'm like, you ready? Like I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to meet you, etc. So he like, yeah, or whatever like that. But I feel like his energy was a little off because he was more excited days before. So I'm like, you good, love? Like you okay? Because I'm like, I feel like your energy is like kind of off. Like you're not excited as you was. So he's like, oh, I just found out I got to get my daughter or whatever today. Mind you, it's the day I leave. Like I'm leaving at 10 p.m. at night to land. I think my flight would land like 12:48 a.m. originally. So I'm like, yo, I took our work for this or whatever, and I already checked into the flight. And he's like, well, what's the issue? Nobody didn't tell you not to come. Like you could still come. I'm good. I'm gonna just get a sitter. If anything, her and the sitter just stay at my house, and we could just get a room. So I'm like, you know what? All right, that's cool. I'm all for that, or whatever the case may be. So I still go. Like I get my nails and I run to the mall. I get everything I need. I pack my shit, and I tell him like, all right, I'm for the land at this time. I go to the airport. Mind you, y'all, I'm rushing because I'm always fucking last minute. I get to the airport. I board the flight, or whatever like that. So before I boarded the flight, he texted me this hotel, like Signa or something like that. It's like one of the best hotels in Atlanta. So I tried to book the hotel online, but everything was booked up. So I told him, I'm like, look, everything booked up because it's Valentine's Day weekend. So he like, nah, you got to call. So I called, and like everything was booked the fuck up. Like literally, it was no hotel. So he like, well, find whatever you can find and just book it, and I'm gonna get you from the airport. So I'm like, what's your budget? So he like, what you mean? I'm like, what's your budget? Like, I'll book the room, but when I land, I expect to get my money back or whatever like that. So I'm on the plane, y'all. The plane done took off. So the nigga like, oh, the least you could do is pay for the room. So I'm like, huh? So this when the mishap come in. Because I get it, okay, we supposed to stay at your house originally, but then your child came into play. So now we gotta go stay somewhere else, which is cool. Because I think a hotel is better anyway, because you don't know me and I don't know you. And it's more safer, I feel like. So he like, yeah, like you can pay for the room. I'm gonna fund the rest of the trip. Baby, you a whole scammer. You think I'm paying for a motherfucking hotel for you to come fuck on me? So he all like, yo, I feel like you could pay for something. I'm funding the rest of the trip or whatever the case may be. Yo, so we start arguing or whatever like that. So then the plane land and I'm like, you really arguing over a $300-something hotel, but you scamming. You hitting all these licks, all this big money you posting. I mean, like $20,000-$30,000. You can't book a $300 hotel. And I just felt like if you brought me to your city, you should make sure I'm good. Like, if you came to my city and something happened, I'm going to correct it before you get there. I'm going to figure this shit the fuck out. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? Like, it don't make sense. I didn't ask to come there. You wanted to come. Now, I agree we wanted to see each other, but still, like, what? So, when I landed, the nigga arguing, going all back and forth with shit. So, I'm like, listen, cancel your sitter. Stay home with your kid. Go ahead and bond. I'm cool. Like, I ain't even link you no more, etc. Y'all, this nigga was like, oh, you must be coming to come see another nigga. Nigga, what? I took off from my job, stopped one of my business to come see you. And you talking about another nigga? That's your response? Y'all, he kept fucking arguing. I couldn't believe it because I'm like, bro, like, if you getting all this money and you got all this motion, all this shit going on, like, $300 is nothing. So I'm like, if I book this hotel, you can't come. So that's what the fuck I did. I booked the hotel, and shout out to that Spirit flight attendant because, yo, he stayed in that airport with me and found me a hotel. Yo, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had nowhere to stay, like, at all. But I booked that hotel, y'all, and I left that nigga on red. Like, I stopped responding, and I just made it into a solo trip. But I still was just, like, mad because I trip. Like, Atlanta cool. We used to do that for New Year's, but, like, just to go and spend that much money, it was just, like, I could have went somewhere else. Like, that was kind of crazy. So me personally, I just feel like his lifestyle got to be kept because I done dealt with some big money niggas. Like, I mean, rich niggas. Like, that's running businesses to get legit money. I done dealt with a rapper. I'm not going to say who the fuck he is because he is a big rapper that y'all listen to every single day. And niggas with money ain't complaining. They not doing all that. Like, I'm telling you, they not doing all that. Like, when you come see them, they have everything into play. Everything booked. Bitch, your itinerary set up, all that. Like, it ain't making sense. So, to me, his life is just kept. And to be honest, I never really seen him go out and do nothing or anything of that nature. Like, he not in the mall blowing no money. Like, he ain't no 5-star restaurants. Like, he really don't be doing nothing. Like, he might go skate or something, but, like, other than that, like, that nigga don't be really doing shit, like, with the money he's supposed to have. Like, he got all this motion. You would think he'd be tripping, like, something. Like, nah, he not doing none of that. So, to me, personally, the life is kept. And I was just mad because I felt like, damn, like, I flew here to see you, and this happened. Never doing it again. And then his excuse was, well, you knew what I had going on and you still came. Nigga, you never told me not to come. When I checked in with you and we spoke, you told me to still come. It wasn't an issue. And you was going to get a sitter. Like, what? That don't even make sense. Like, make it make sense. I would have said the fuck home. I'm not that pressed to see no nigga. Like, bitch, you know I get niggas. Like, what? Be for real. I was just upset at the fact that you still allowed me to come or whatever like that, knowing that you was gonna do that or whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying he lying about getting his kid, because bitches do that. Like, bitches that know it's a Valentine's Day week or something going on and be like, oh yeah, you not I'm gonna stick him with the kid because I don't want him to be with no other bitch. So it do be like that, but still, like, come on, yo. Like, I don't live down the street. I live in another state. I flew there.
First of all, you don't fly. You don't leave where you are to go and meet another man. That is not guaranteed. Even if it's guaranteed. Like, I don't know, is it just me? But I just feel like this is all shades of wrong. Because then I'm like, what are you saying, girl? What do you mean that you left your place and all of a sudden it's telling you I'm with my daughter, all of a sudden it's telling you this, it's telling you that. What are you saying? It's telling you to pay for the hotel. So you don't even where you're going to stay is not even guaranteed. I feel like ladies like this are easily carried away with material things. There's something about material things, social media, and everything. On social media, people show you what they want you to see, especially people that show you their lifestyle, right? If somebody is always flaunting money, designers, and all of that, it doesn't mean they have money. It doesn't mean they want you. And do you know how many girls are going to be on his DM, in his DM, begging to see him? So, you all, the gist did not end there. So I just saw the video of like, this girl, okay. Then the next thing I started seeing people saying that the guy reacted to it, he showed the old chat. So apparently, she was going to do I don't know. I don't even know. Like she wanted to. Is ANUS? I don't know.
All right, look, this is gonna be called the part one of if you're gonna tell the story, then tell the full truth. You feel me? This part one though. So look, right, let me get this like straight to y'all. First and foremost, I'm not a YN. You know what I'm saying? I'm 25 years old. You know, but check this out. I'm not from Atlanta at all. You feel me? I live in Atlanta now. I'm from Iraq. You feel me? But all this like, okay, well, we gonna start off with the whole he flew me out type thing. You know, I never flew out. So this whole oh yeah, he flew me out and put me on Spirit Airlines. Shit is cap. You know what I'm saying? I never flew out. I never paid for no flight. You feel me? None of that. You get what I'm saying? Now, I really don't know how to like to work it as far as in like if I can post the messages when I'm talking type shit. I don't know if I can do that shit on here, but I'm finna try it though. I ain't gonna lie, like you really done fucked up. Let me get in the hang of this shit for real. Cause now I got it figured out so I can go ahead and do these little, you get what I'm saying? So look, right? Now, we just gonna piggyback off of the whole she said some shit like what it is. Oh yeah, he got mad with me because I was out of town and texting my kids and all that, like whatever the fuck that's supposed to be about. Anywho, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing at all. You get what I'm saying? Fast forward to these messages. You get what I'm saying? Now look, now check this out. She say like I supposed to pay for a hotel or we argued about a hotel or some shit about like some shit with some money. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's what really pissed me off. Like that's what made me even get into this whole. You did anyway. You feel me? Now. That's my whole thing. Now, I done made it clear that I was getting my daughter Friday. You know what I'm saying? I let her know at 4 p.m. on Friday, like, okay, well, I'm getting my daughter and I'm going to have her for the weekend. Or the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Now, your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock, whatever the case may be. Your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock at night. Now, by your flight don't leave at 11 o'clock tonight, meaning like, okay, well, I ain't really trying to be mean to you, but like, I'm going to give you all the signs what for this. All right, well. I just told you my daughter coming. I done already let you know, like, beforehand. I'm not bringing nobody around my daughter. Like, it ain't none of that type of shit going on, especially no stranger. Like, it ain't none of that going on. I got too much respect for myself, you know what I'm saying, my daughter mama and my daughter alone. People be having weird intentions and shit towards kids, whatever. Now, so if I'm letting you know this already on some, like, you feel me? It ain't none of that going on. Then off rip, you feel me? You should have either not even got your ass on the flight for one. Because your flight didn't leave until 11 o'clock later on that night. I told you at 4 o'clock. You try to tell me like, oh yeah, I already checked in my flight. Checking in your flight don't mean nothing at all. You know why? Because you still can cancel or like whatever. It don't matter. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact you can cancel your flight, reservation, whatever, get a refund, whatever. So I let her know like, you feel me? It's a possible chance that I can get a, you know what I'm saying? It's a possibility that I can get a babysitter. But like, that one never 100%, you feel me? Like, regardless of me getting a babysitter or not, right? I never, ever was staying at no hotel for one. Like, you a stranger, you get what I'm saying? I was not doing no shit like that. You a stranger, I don't even know you for real. And you too thirsty, like, you throwing me off for real. You too thirsty, you know what I'm saying? Now, cool. Now, in the mix of all that, right? Okay, she get her. Now, she get her, she knew on the plane, like, oh, yeah, she had to get her a room and shit like that, whatever the case may be. Because of the simple fact, I get to ask her shit like, okay, well, what you finna do as far as in, like, hotel-wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna help you look for a hotel, like, GT, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you should be already under the impression, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you not to come for real, because of the simple fact, I'll let you know I got my daughter. If a nigga telling you, like, okay, well, he got his daughter, and you can't, he not bringing you around his daughter, my daughter, this, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be here with me. So she gonna be with me, then that means you can't be here at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't none of that going on. Cool. Long story short, whatever the case may be, she ended up paying for her own flight. You feel me? She ended up paying for her own hotel or whatever the case may be. You know You know what I'm saying? She was mad, or whatever the case may be. But my thing is, look, right now, she never not once said like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna pay for the hotel, but when I land, give me the money." What? The first thing I told her was, find something that you can afford. You feel me? Like, find something you can afford, whatever in your budget. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this shit ain't about no $300 or no hotel or nothing like that. We never argued about no hotel because I made it clear, like clear as day. Like, okay, well, I'm not sleeping in no hotel. Why in the fuck would I sleep in a hotel? I mean, I got a house. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about your well-being. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's already damn near 1 o'clock in the morning when you land. You got to have somewhere to sleep at. I don't want you to sleep in the airport or no shit like that. You feel me? Cool, now. She get all that shit done or whatever the case may be. She act like she got an attitude out of this world. She really was on some, like, selfish shit. Like, on some, like, she thought I was going to put her before my daughter type shit. Like, oh, yeah, well, we had plans and what the fuck ever. Like, I don't give a fuck who you is. Don't nobody come before my daughter. You feel me? Now, mind you, like, okay, so that was that whole Friday. Now, look, I still text her on Saturday just to make sure, like, she was good, she was safe. Because at the end of the day, you're not from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You're not from Atlanta at all. I'm not from Atlanta at all. But, like, it was just cold that night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, yeah, are you okay? You know, on some, like, checking up on her type shit. You feel me? See, oh, yeah, I had found a room. You know, nothing, like, everything was regular for real, for real. Now, the shit really went left for real, that Saturday when it came to the point where it is. She got to text me all, like, extra thirsty ass shit. Like, you got breath mints and, like, numbing spray. You know what I'm saying? That shit new to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, okay. All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Brush that off. And then you got to ask me shit like, oh, yeah, have I ever gave my ass ate? My behind ate? I don't know if TikTok gonna, like, blur it out or some shit because of that. Hold on, what the fuck? This lady throwing me off now. You know what I mean? You throwing me off. You throwing me all the way off. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm just like, nah, hell no. She won't be seeing me at all. You get what I'm saying? I'm not finna link up with you. I'm not finna have sex with you. It ain't none of that going on. Like, you know, I'm cool on it. I'm straight on it. Now, mind y'all, it would never ever be a storyline. It wouldn't be a story time. It wouldn't be none of that. You know why? If I pulled up to see her at that hotel, had I had sex with her, any of that shit, you get what I'm saying? If any of that shit would have went her way as far as in, like, sexual intercourse, she would have never made a story time. You get what I'm saying? Now, mind you, like, she was scaring me on some, like, hold on, what the fuck? Don't be saying no shit like that to be like, you know, you scaring me for real on some shit. Like, you know, like, hold on. You being a little bit too thirsty, you feel me? Now, my whole thing is, on top of you being a little bit too thirsty, right? I mean, on top of her being a little too thirsty, right? I'm just like, all right, okay, whatever. You feel me? Like, now mind y'all, rewind. We was texting this shit for like, probably like a week and a half. I want to say we probably was texting for like a week and a half for real. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I ain't never been on the phone at all. Like, never been on the phone. No, we get on FaceTime for the first time. You feel me? It was like a 3-minute call or some shit like that. But when I first get on the phone, I got my face in the camera. She got her face in the camera. But she got on like these clear glasses. Now, when I say stop playing, put your face in the camera, you know, I don't know if that like rubbed to the wrong way, but I'm just in my head like this not the same person that I was just looking at on Instagram. You feel me? So now, like, I'm not saying she ugly. I'm not taking that from her at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like she not the like what she looked at like on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So it caught me off guard type shit. So now I'm really just trying to like rush her off the phone for real. But like I'm giving her a cold shoulder to the point where it is like, damn, you not getting the memo. Like I shouldn't have to say like, okay, well, woo, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm really giving you a cold shoulder. Like, I'm letting you know what, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that was throwing me off, though, that she didn't look the same. You know what I'm saying? So, after that, the conversation went, like, blank. She texted me that Friday, like, hey, love, are you okay? Ooh. And I tell her, she like, am I still coming? Ooh. I didn't respond to no other question, but am I okay? I told her I'm good. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. But I was dull as hell with her. You feel me? But I'm gonna just show y'all all this shit.
All this lady feel to go and somebody's, you know, that you don't know, you didn't pay for your flights, you're not guaranteed it's going to give you money. So even if you're okay, is that how they do it? I don't know, because what's the guarantee that it's going to give you money? So the long and short of it is that he was not actually with his daughter. The daughter was actually another woman. So the gist is just all over the place. Another woman came and said that it was with her, that she's the daughter is talking about, Like, I don't get it. These women are beautiful. And you all, let me show you some reaction video because this story is just all over the place. Let me show you some videos, you all, then we'll come back and talk about it.
These past couple hours have told us is that boy Gotti Boy Ant is a fucking liar. You can't say why did Nye come out and say anything? Why did Ant come out and say anything? He should have just let Kim have her story. And Kim lied about whatever she lied about, but that's neither here nor there at this point. He fucking came on here daughtering down my daughter, my daughter. You can't be with my daughter, my daughter, my daughter. She even said to him, you must be with another bitch. And he talking about no, my daughter, my daughter. No, you were with another bitch. You're a fucking liar. And then he trying to expose the girl Nye or whatever, talking about she got his name tattooed after however many days. He was asking her to get your name tattooed. Is that not weird? And I believe her when she says I have a friend named Anthony or whatever, and I got his name tattooed. Anthony is a common ass name. I'm sure she do got a best friend named Anthony. That's not that far fetched. I don't see the appeal of a man having all these different women. I don't think that's cute. It never was cute to me. As soon as I get the inclination that somebody is fucking with somebody else, I instantly get turned off. I'm too jealous for that. You got the girl Kim, you got Nye, now you got this other girl Jade or whatever. She talking about he be fucking with her like. And now you got this other girl, Ebony, talking about she was gagging his kids and fucking popping Plan B pills. Like, it's too much. Ugh. The only one, honestly, that I believe is fucking Nye. Kim obviously lied about the whatever she lied about. He lied about almost everything. Jade, I don't know if he actually bought her whatever Goyard bag she's talking about or whatever. I don't think that he was never going to meet up with Kim. I think that he just got caught up with Nye or whatever. He didn't tell her not to come because he was still going to meet up with her. He's saying that he didn't tell her not to come because you should have got the hint about my daughter. No, you was going to still meet up with her. I don't think she was too freaky for him. He just was having whatever fun he was having with Nye, so he just was like, fuck it, I'm just not going to go no more. To say that he was never going to meet up with her is a fucking lie. I don't believe that.
Y'all are crashing out trying to find a man with money instead of trying to find a man that treats you right and respects you. Because why the hell did you buy your own plane ticket? A man could work at freaking McDonald's, and if he likes you enough, he'll save up all his McDonald's checks to get you what the fuck you want. There was a time when a girl being available and freaky was like, it was like rare. But now, everybody is freaked out. Girl, it's more different to be a little classy now, for real. And then how many rich niggas do y'all think it is? I feel like we're not talking about the supply and demand of things. Y'all looking for dudes in the 1%, and you're part of the 99%. So where do you supply and demand? Find someone who loves you, somebody who cares about you, someone who's willing to work with you, somebody who's willing to accept you, flaws and all, and vice versa. Because men are people too. Sorry.
The plot twist on this story is absolutely insane. Like, from homegirl over here just volunteering to just eat butt, to flying herself out, to like whole time there was never a daughter. She was the daughter. Like, he was laid up with her. But they both look weak in my opinion because they're both flying themselves out to go see him. He's winning in this situation because it's like y'all getting to come to him. And then on top of that, he's flaunting money. He's flaunting money. He's flashing money. He's doing all this, that, and the third. But neither one of y'all got nothing out of the deal. Like, she got wet and flown back out. But you were expecting to, like, I guess you wanted to turn him out. I don't know what your plan was, but your execution was horrible. Like, but at the same time, nobody is winning in this situation but him. He didn't have to come out of pocket. He didn't have to. It's like he summoned y'all and y'all just came running. And the fact of the matter is, both of y'all have kids. Both of y'all are moms. Y'all are flying across the country to go see a nigga who is not doing the same thing for y'all. He's not even putting no money in y'all pockets. And she was supposed to been saw him, but I guess she had to watch her kids. So she told him, like, hey, I got to watch my kids, woo, woo, woo. He then turns around and used that same excuse on her. Do he even have it? Like, I don't. Ladies, we got to do better. We have to do better. Like, we have to do better. Y'all are making us look so wild right now. Like, it's not even funny. Planes falling out the sky. Like, she thinks she the reason why the throat spray is gone off the shelves. Like, we're not in flu season. Like, it's just it's bird flu. I don't know what's going on. Like, bird behavior, bird activities, like, this is not it. Like, this is not it at all.
I just don't understand how you sat up here and you booked your own flight to go see this man that you met off Instagram. Just because you seen that he had some money, y'all FaceTime for the first time, he wasn't feeling the face card. You still proceeded to book your flight out there, pay for it yourself. You asked this man, did he want his butt ate, as if every man is into that. You scared this man off, and it's just red flag after red flag. He wasn't fucking with you. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be fucking with your ass after that shit either. Mind you, the girl is so pretty, so I'm not understand where the desperateness is coming from. Like, you really sat up here and asked this man if he wanted his butt ate. Like, only DL men engage in that, and the sooner y'all learn that, the better off y'all will be. Then you gonna send this man throat spray. Like, it's just giving hot in the ass. It's giving, you seen he had money on Instagram, and you got hot in the ass. Coochie was feeling, it was hot and ready, boo. Like, those messages are giving so desperate, and like, that's really embarrassing. And then he told you in the beginning when y'all was texting that he know his worth. He was like, we both know our worth, so da-da-da-da. And then you just showed him in every way that you did not know your worth because you was just ready to some. Like, you really lost me at booking your own flight. Like, and see, that's y'all problem. Y'all see these niggas with money on Instagram and stuff like that, and y'all get to thinking like, oh, okay, he a trick. Oh, okay, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. He didn't tell you he was gonna do none of that for you. He never said he was gonna pay for your flight and your hotel and all this other stuff. He definitely didn't tell you to book your own shit and that he was gonna reimburse you. So why would you think that? Because on his Instagram, it looked like he got money. Like, why would you think that? And then it's like, I knew immediately when she said that he started acting funny after the very first FaceTime call they had, that he wasn't really fucking with her face card. And sure enough, that's exactly what he said on his Instagram. And she just keep on trying to plead her case. And it's like, girl, I'm not gonna lie, you're dead ass wrong. Like, you look really desperate. And you're too pretty to be acting like that because, like, the girl is gorgeous, mind you. I don't know what could have made him feel that way after the first FaceTime call, but she's too pretty to even be... I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't be a dude because y'all be tripping. Like, y'all really be tripping.
We got the iPad. You know what it is. We about to be messy. I'm talking about I woke up to 30 new things of tea. We finna talk about these hoes is not in their right mind. Gotta be in the left. For real. Shout out to Chriselle. But no, and I'm so happy, y'all. My question is answered. Not only did Gotti Boy and not only did Mr. ATL Gotti have two bitches flying out to see him on Valentine's weekend, my question is answered. Did Nia the God buy her own flight? Bitch, she did. She bought her own flight too. Let's get into this tea. 4 hours ago, Gotti and Nia been posting. She done said fuck it. He posted it, but he seen the video and he posted about her and she said fuck it. She unprivated her shit. Not only did she unprivate and posted messages. Bitch, let's get to it. Let's get into the tea. Gotti posted first. He said clout is one hell of a drug. And then he said story time coming. Not only that, he said he could have fun with whoever. And I quote, he could have fun with everybody. Talking about Nia because she, she had posted and deleted like, damn, dudes, you can't trust dudes, da da da. He like, nah, story time coming. So I'm glad he finna tell us the tea. Period. Because I really want to know what she was doing that weekend for real. Like, I'm in your business heavily. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but he proceeds to tell us that he was messing with her for 21 days. And on the 6th day, she got his name tatted. Y'all, she got his name tatted after the 6th day, y'all, with proof. Then he posted messages. He posted messages of her telling him that, she was going to get him tatted. And she says, I want Anthony on my hand or wrist. AJ can go on the side of my boob or under or in between. Bitch, you barely know me. It's the 6th day. And he said, let me see your wrist. And then she sent a picture. And then she sends more pictures of like, them on the hands and on the wrist. And then she gets the tattoo. And then he hearts it. And he sends a whole bunch of heart eyes. And she says, his ass took his good ass time. Crazy as fuck. Then, Nia the God, at this point, after she sees this, she unprivates her shit, she posts her shit. He said that the tattoo wasn't for him, it was for her best friend. And they got the same name. Whole time. And I'm gonna put a picture up here too. Her best friend posted on Facebook and was like, whole time it was for me, like we got the same name. Nia the God posted her group chat, and we finna read it. She posted her group chat messages of them talking about the tattoo. Poppy says, well, I ain't know fully. Bitch, Nia, are you for real about to get us tatted or you getting something else? I think Poppy is her best friend, Anthony. And then Nia says, yes, I'm dead ass serious. And then Kayla says, how you doing it? And she says, I'm trying to think of a cute spot. And then she gets the fuck she gets it on her hand. And she sends it to them. And Kyla says, I love it. Oh my God, I love you so much. She says, it's so pretty, LOL. And then Kayla says some shit. And then Poppy says, yo, hard eyes, can I post? Bitch, bitch, we gotta give Nia the God her tease because think about it. Think of it in the head of a gold digger. She was like, this man I'm fucking with right now got the same name as my best friend. I'm already getting my best friend name tatted. Why not for the plot? Tell him I'm getting it for him. Maybe he gonna blow me off some chains. Maybe he gonna take care of me when I kids. Think about it. No, I don't care. Nia the God, she know what the fuck she was doing. And she literally said, and I quote, she said he want to play a game. He want to sell a dream. She was gonna sell one first she was gonna do it before him and tell it first. Bitch. Whole time Gotti thinking that tattoo was dead ass for him, and bitch, it wasn't. Oh my God! Now finally, Gotti got his ass got. Anyways, so then Nia the God also posted pictures of him begging her to get the tattoo for 2 days. She put in the search, "Get my name tatted," and you see First off, bitch, why the fuck is his name Dada? Don't piss me off. Y'all be really delusional as fuck. He says, cause I mean, I think you serious. I'll know you're serious when you get my name tatted. 2-3 on the February 3rd. And then he says, okay, go get my name tatted then. Twice. 2 different days he said that. Right? And then she put the screenshot of him saying, that's right now, question mark, my name still ain't tatted. Why? Then she put the screenshot of him saying, she said, mine's sexy. And then he says, tattoos bogus as fuck. Well, my neck ones. And then she says, they ain't bogus. Where you get them done at? And he says, I got them done when I was 16. Blah, 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 blah. And then he says, it's been 2 days, still no tattoo. Y'all, he dead ass is really trying to get this bitch to get him tatted. Like, but you over here telling us she got my name tatted after 6 days. You in the messages keep fucking telling her to do it. And she says, it's been 2 days, Anthony, laughing my fucking ass off. And he says, today and yesterday. And then she said, your family calls you AJ. And he said, yes. Bitch, you wanted her to get you tatted. Please stop with the shit. Stop with the fuckery for real, Anthony. He might be a little bit not in his left mind too, bitch. And y'all, why the supposed baby mama done came out? Supposed baby mama. I'm gonna put it up here. But he says that he does not know her. And he does not have no 3 fucking kids. Bro, y'all need to really move around, for real. And since we're already here, why the fuck did the throat spray lady, Miss Slim Thick Kim, why the fuck did she want to start posting too? She posting too, y'all. To add to everything, she want to post that she's still trying to defend her fucking side. Like, bitch, no, you're scrambled, you're chopped, you're screwed, you're mushy peas, bitch, you're mushy peas. We're off of you. We're on Night of God and we're on Gotti Boy Ant. We not on you no more. You're done. You're finished. Why the fuck did Slim Thick Kim post the picture of the tattoo and say, and I quote, she went and got his name tatted, but y'all call me thirsty. Nobody asked you, Kim. Nobody fucking asked you, Kim. You're done. So that's all the tea, and I'm just waiting for it to continue to unfold. But you know what's crazier? What's crazy is the fact that Gotti was with a whole nother person on Valentine's Day who flew out, might I add. And he did not even come out here and say that. Like, he really stuck to his fucking story. He really stuck to his story low-key to spare Kim. He really did. Because he could have been like, you know what? I was with a whole nother bitch on Valentine's, actually. But he didn't. He really could have, he really trimmed for real. Like, he really could have let us, he really could have said, like, I was with some fine shit on Valentine's. But he kept it pee. He did not kiss a tail. Bruh. I don't know. He got his teeth. Anyway, this shit is too juicy. This shit's better than Netflix. Oh, my mama.
Y'all are stuck on the Listerine and the throat numbing spray. And personally, me, I could give less than 2 shits about her poor throat management. What I want to know is, who is the rapper? Who is this rapper that we listen to all the time that she be fucking with? Because to me, if you ask me, it's one of 2 people. Fabio Foreign or Finesse 2 times. Sorry. Beautiful girl, though. Beautiful gowns. I want to know, my sisters in their 3rd decade of life, as your fellow sister, what I want to know is what would possess you as a 31-year-old woman with 3 kids to leave your kids, which, by the way, totally fine. You know what I mean? Leave your kids. If you got to sit up for them, I'm for it. But you left your kids to go down to Atlanta with nothing but Listerine and throat numbing spray to go see that 25-year-old scammer that you thought was finna ball out on you. Crazy to me. Like, why? I mean, I get it. I appreciate the timeline cleanse and I appreciate that. Like, I love a good wild story, but I want to know what goes through your minds when you make such decisions. How did you get there? And how much do I have to pay for you to have therapy and some self-esteem to never do that shit again, baby? Because the pictures I saw of that girl, mwah, stunning, gorgeous, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. But your decision-making skills, babe, I don't know. I want you to invest in maybe like crocheting, a hobby, something.
To the young lady that flew herself out to Atlanta, okay? Beautiful young lady. Bought her own plane ticket and paid for her own hotel. Babe, I'm going to talk to you like an auntie. You heard me? Or a mama, okay? These words might hurt, but hold them close to your heart. You played yourself. Even when you offered your mouth to him, baby, don't ever do that. You could have turned him all the way off. All men don't move like that, okay? Let this be a lesson learned. If a man wanted you, that ticket would have been paid for. That hotel would have been paid for, and all you had to do is walk in, relax, and he would have ordered you room service, okay? Let him pay for it. Just in case you do go home with a wet ass, at least he paid for it and it ain't come out your pockets. How would you feel as a woman going home? Thank God he didn't come. And he would have did his due with you. Now you done paid for a plane ticket, okay? You done paid for a hotel room, and you done went home, and this man ain't even buy you a bar of soap to even wash your ass. Baby, thank God he didn't come. And men, I'm not letting him slide either. Now, I don't know, because I never went back and read his text messages. Y'all gonna have to be clear with some women. Let them know, please do not come here. Get it straight. Because I know in the text message, she even asking him about, You know what I'm saying? His backside, has he ever had that done to him? Girl, that's a turn off. That don't turn every man up. That don't. And every man don't want that even being done to them. Men don't rock like that. So at this point, you played yourself. Take this as a lesson. Is it the end of the world for you? No. You build yourself back up. But don't come to the internet, because guess what? People was feeling sorry for you. Now this man, you done put money in his pocket. You heard me? Because now he got 30,000 followers. TikTok about to pay him. Baby, y'all gotta move different out here. Y'all gotta move. You know, you a woman. A woman can't move like a man. So it's gonna be all right. But you played yourself. You played yourself. This is your fault, not his. And then, from my understanding, you had to get a babysitter. You know what I'm saying? So you had to leave your daughter to come and deal with somebody you had been talking to for a week. Ask yourself, you know what I'm saying? Was all this worth it? It wasn't. Don't ever do this shit again. Be blessed, hugs, and love. That's my thoughts on it, J-Lo.
Gotti Boyant is a Chicago man who moved to Atlanta. And if that wasn't enough red flag for you, if a Chicago man like you, he's going to FaceTime you. Soon, if he really want to talk to you, you're not going to make it no day before he FaceTime you. If a Chicago man is texting you and writing you on Instagram, he bored. If a Chicago man don't buy your flight, because they love to do that if they like you, he don't like you, he don't want to be with you, he don't want to talk to you. If he say he have his daughter and it's the weekend, he do not like you, he do not want to talk to you. They're not going to tell you nothing straightforward. They're going to waste your time and then call you a goofy for not knowing they waste your time.
Story time on when I flew to another state to meet this young...
I have work in like an hour from now, but I did want to come on here and just like make my full dissertation about this full story, and I'm going to start off with this. That man did not like the fact that woman matched his freak. Walk with me. Walk with me. So like, I had a feeling there was something off about the entire story because of the simple fact that the first video that came on my For You page was his video. And I don't know, there was just something that I could not piece together about him and why he did not want to arrange a hookup with that girl, even though he had mentioned that he needed that, and for that girl to let him know to whenever she does get to Atlanta. There was just something off about that for him to feel like that, like, oh, this woman was just being too much and like being too forward and all that shit. So I watched both videos where on both sides they explained how that girl booked the flight and tried to see that guy to, you know, hook up, I guess. And I was just thinking just like, oh, this is too messy. I don't want to get into this. But then while I was looking further, I saw the video with the light-skinned girl. And that is how I've been able to actually piece each and everything together about this whole scenario. Him and that light-skinned girl were talking, and she had made it a point to where her son was always going to be taken care of before she does anything. And that was fine, I guess, on their both parts. But then it got to a point where he was explaining to her just like, oh, you wasting my time, you wasting my money. As if he was not currently wasting another woman's time and her money. As much as I'm not really on board with just like hooking up with people like on the first night or like within the same month of like talking to them and meeting them, I'm not gonna hold that over their heads, because I mean, they're grown women. If that's what they wanted to do, that's their right. Like, I'm not gonna hold that over their head. But then at the same time, for him to hold on, bro. With these women talking to this man, they were able to like try to arrange dates for a meetup and make sure their own kids were taken care of and accounted for before they did anything. And I feel like with that, that really shows what kind of person he is, because with him having his daughter and then only being able, or like only having the time and the will to text these women, is whether it was in not like the crack of dawn or really late at night, it was very apparent that he does not plan on like making arrangements, or like at the very least coordinating a time that would be good for all of them, or not all together, but like for either of them to come through so they can actually do that stuff. And then he was talking about how he kind of was not feeling the first girl because she looked a little different. And I'm looking through her TikToks page. This is a very beautiful woman, a very beautiful dark-skinned woman. Like for some of her videos, she was wearing a filter. Like in this past video, she was wearing a filter, and that's fine. I'm not gonna hold anyone over that and shit. But you know, you go further into her page, there's like pictures of her without any filters and any edits or anything. So it's just like, how different did this girl look whenever you FaceTime her? It's not like you, like maybe she was having an off day to where like she didn't have her hair done, or maybe she was just in her bonnet or whatever. Like, how different could she have looked from the photos that you have already seen from her? Like, I don't get it. But then again, from watching the video from the light-skinned girl, from when she was showing the messages, how he was talking to her, saying how like, oh, you know, you're wasting my time, you're wasting my money. It seemed like that they were having more of a like more interactions within the conversation itself with Miss Kim. She like she was getting more like fast responses, very direct. It's just like, oh, need that, bet, let me know when you're in Atlanta. I really want to say something. I really want to say like the reasoning why he might be like more willing to have like a more interactive conversation with the light-skinned girl, but I'm not trying to come out here and get screamed at for 40 days and 40 nights because I simply said the word colorism, because I know how y'all are. But I'll leave that there. I'll leave that there for y'all to marinate on that. And as I said at the beginning of the video, I really do feel like that man did not like the fact that this woman matched his freak, because I feel like that has a lot to do with like the Madonna complex and his own ego too. I myself have like matched with men who have never mentioned having children within their lives, or like, you know, just not being fully honest about themselves. Like, I matched with a dude and I'm talking to him within a month, and then within that same month I wake up and I'm looking at his Snapchat story. He posted a picture of his daughter, and you know, it's just like, you fully expect a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old or like a child with a little bit of age. No, it was a newborn child. It was a newborn child, and he was welcoming that baby to the world and did not mention to me anything. What? And I think this kind of thing comes with cis hetero men who are conventionally attractive, because of the fact that they don't really have to worry about not having a roster or having anyone to hook up with, because if they really want to, they can just, you know, pick and choose whatever they want. And damn, it's really, hold on, bro. And like with him being that, I feel like there's two things that he doesn't have to worry about. One, he doesn't have to worry about actually being good at sex, and B, he doesn't really have to worry about not having a roster or anyone to like lay with, because he's conventionally attractive. And with my first point, it also goes into the fact where he also doesn't really have to be good at like doing any of this, because he doesn't have to invest, or he doesn't feel required to, because of his conventional attractiveness. But then with Miss Kim being able to like be as forward as him, match his energy, I felt like it just would have put him on display about how actually skilled or actually good at this stuff that he is, because maybe he was expecting a girl to like kind of fill in his ego while they were doing it, and maybe Miss Kim is not that kind of person with her having like being willing or just having experience in doing that. I feel like that just would have put him in his place, and he did not like that. And I feel that way mainly because had they probably did hook up with them, it probably wouldn't have been that good.
He lied. He was not with his daughter. That was not the reason why he couldn't see old girl that flew herself to Atlanta for no reason. He was with this girl. He was with this girl. And what's frying me is, you won the jackpot, sir. Beautiful women. When I say gorgeous women, flavors. Flying themselves to go see you. You didn't even have to spend a dime. They both paid for their own ticket. And you gonna double book? Babe, no. And then in her story time, Nye is a light-skinned girl. Nye played a voice note because she texted him like, what is going on the internet right now? And he gonna say this.
Bro, this is my whole thing. For 110% fact, you know for a fact I was with you.
Who was
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the
Does it matter that you were with me? Or does it matter that you were supposed to be with somebody else? Well, how was he gonna work this out? Whoever landed first? And y'all are embarrassing as fuck because y'all saw a cute man and y'all was like, yeah, no, I believe him. Yes. Oh my God. Dogging that girl out. He lied to both of them. He's a player. He's a man. Y'all.
This is why I like TikTok, because the drama is always interesting. Somebody will just come and say something casually and rant, and you just see that the person they're ranting about will just say, I am the one that she's talking. I feel like that's one thing I love about TikTok. You can never get in any other app. Okay? And the thing is, you just be on your own. You just be on your For You page, minding your business, and those gists will just be coming like that. You just open your For You page, you see a first gist, and the next thing, you'll be like, I heard this story. The thing will just click. You don't need to do research. It will just come to you with full receipts. But my own is that this is just wrong for me. I feel like this is wrong. You don't leave where you are and go somewhere that is not guaranteed. You just started talking to this person and you started noticing some changes, why did you have to go? This is not your area. It's not your area that you just want to dress up for a date. You traveled in this critical aircraft era. Like, the way plane is crashing everywhere, you traveled. And where you're going to stay is not guaranteed. It's telling you to pay for the hotel. For you that you wanted to pleasure him. And she was interested because of those flashy things it was showing on Instagram. And that is it about social media. Believe what you see on social media at your own risk. Like, young girls, believe what you see on social media at your own risk. Most people that actually flash all those things, they do not even have it. Most people that wear designers, they're actually promoting, it's a promotion, or in fact, you see some ladies that are influencers and all of that they wear designers, they share it among their friends. Okay, you wear now, I'll wear later, I'll unbox it. Like, that is what they do, is fake life. Okay, in my own head though, I just feel like most of these things are fake life. Like, if you really have money, you're really boxed up, I don't have to know on Instagram. You don't have to show me money on Instagram for me to know that you have money. I don't feel like money don't talk. How would I say? You don't have to loud it, and we know. Okay? So believing and thinking that, oh, it shows you this. You've not even seen him. It didn't even FaceTime you. It just FaceTime you once. And you flew to go and see a man. I feel like that's where my problem is though. I actually blame her for whatever she did. I'm not saying, I don't know if she's looking for a relationship or something else. But whatever you're looking for is a wrong move. I feel like even if you're doing it for, make sure your money is guaranteed. Like, the bare minimum they're going to do is pay for your transport. They pay for transport for you to come. they'll definitely pay for transport for you to come. So you pay for your transport. You already have, sometimes some people will pay you half payment or whatever you're coming to do. But you used your money. Anyways, what did you think on this video? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section respectively. This is the drama going in and out on TikTok and it's just crazy. Or let me know your thoughts about this drama down in the comment section. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Check out Maya David. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe. And yeah, we'll talk later. Bye.